I'm going to show you in this little video how to keep an 8-year-old quiet. What you're going to need is one of these. It's a spicy kind of pot noodle thing, but it's an oriental one and it's really nice. You're going to need a kettle and you're going to need a spoon and a fork. What you do, you boil the kettle. Now, what I'm going to suggest is when you boil the kettle, don't fill it all the way to the top, because if you fill it all the way to the top, it'll take a long time to boil and it'll cost you a lot of money. But at the same time, don't just put a little bit in, because what happens is you get the chewy bits at the bottom of the water, and when you pour them onto the pot noodles, they're going to be a bit kind of horrible. So I always fill the kettle about halfway. So there you go, my kettle has just boiled. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to open the pot noodle. Here we go. You open it, and in it you will find you have a sauce package and there's some vegetables. Now my daughter doesn't like vegetables, so throw them away. And then what you do, if you look really carefully, somewhere in here, yes, about here, I'm going to point it onto here, about here is a line. What you have to do is you have to fill the water into the pot noodle so it's up to that line. But there you go, I've done it. And what happens now is the noodles are floating, and you just need to leave that for a minute and you give it a little bit of stir. And this is the way to keep your daughter quiet, your 8-year-old quiet. This is spicy. And what you do, you put some in the pot noodle. And you put a bit more. And you put as much in as you think your daughter or your son is going to be able to take without kind of steam coming out their ears. Because when they eat it, they're going to go, ah, ah. And you say, well, next time I ask you to be quiet, and you're not, I'm going to put the whole packet of spice in. So that is how you keep an 8-year-old quiet. There'll be 10 minutes of quiet while she's trying to get the noodle on her spoon.
That's too spicy.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, next time, behave yourself, otherwise it will be even more spicy.